What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here. Thanks for tuning in on the replay. If that's what you are watching right now, make sure that the audio is coming through. Here it is. Beautiful. All right, so got the comments up, and let's go hop into a game or two, shall we? I've lost a couple in a row here, but from the ones that I was winning this morning, oops, share. I was getting 66 DEC in Wild. Now, why am I playing in Wild? I know I said I never wanted to do Wild ever again, but I am I'm at a higher rating in Wild, so that's why I finished at a higher rating. So 2400 versus 1900, and so that's kind of why I'm like, let me just go through with this and play a couple games here. Plus, my ECR is nice and high, so we're earning a good amount. Mitchell's in the house. What's going on? Games World, NFT Gaming, what is going on? Harris, good morning. Clevin, how are you doing? Mitchell, oddly enough, I agree with you on that. Wild is a little bit easier in many instances. And I think that's a testament. I think that is a testament to how powerful some of the Chaos Legion cards are. Now, the thing is, I still like the modern meta much more. I think it's easier to understand. But when you play against some of these older cards, older accounts, and they come at you with something like, let me throw some shade here. Let me throw some shade at some of these older cards. Actually, I don't even need to look at that. Here, we're going to throw some shade at Peak Rider. We're going to throw some shade at Liana, right? All these cards that I'm beating, all these summoners that I'm beating. When you go up against people who have these cards that maybe are used to playing with them, or maybe more importantly, never got around to buying the newer sets because they have like OG, beta or untamed summoners or whatever the case is. So they take you on with that, and then I can go in and beat them with a Tarsa. I can go and beat them with Quicks or Grandmaster Wraith or Obsidian. Again, I think that's just a testament to how powerful the newer Chaos Legion cards are. So, yeah, it's Wild isn't terrible, or I should say, Wild isn't terrible. You can see here that I lost to a couple of legendary summoners here, but again, it's hit or miss, right? And I think that's why people find Wild to be much easier, is because the meta is completely different. You're not that. Okay, here's a better thing. Modern is very similar to what Bronze is in general, right? Like, why is the meta so tough in Bronze? It's because everybody's playing the same thing. Most of the time when you're going up against the bots and you're a new player, you're playing with the starter deck against bots who are playing with the starter deck, right? Traditionally, that's how it's been. And so really just comes down to like the most optimized lineups and sometimes just RNG. Whereas when you look at the dynamic playability or the kind of diversity of play and meta that you have with Wild, again, I'm looking at these ones right here. It's and again, sure, I'm throwing shade at some of these summoners, but it's like I would never play Liana, but if I had Liana, I might play her, right? Just like in the future, if I don't get those Rift Watcher summoners leveled up to gold, I'm probably going to play my Chaos Legion summoners. But if those Rift Watcher summoners are awesome and somebody's taking me down with them, it's going to be like, okay, well, the meta is evolving and I'm not evolving with it. But yeah, so Wild has been decent for that. I still do prefer playing in Modern, and but I don't know. Beginning of the season, I was just at a higher point, and I was trying to get my dailies for the day. That Fire Legendary Summoner looks cool. Agreed. Alex, I just explained it. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, it's just like for the beginning of the season and just a couple battles here and there. I only have like 5 cards I can't use in Modern, but still play in Wild. Again, I think the meta is easier in Wild because you end up playing against some underpowered older cards that people just have like this affinity towards, right? It's just like imagine in 3 sets from now, like not Rebellion, but the one that comes after Rebellion. So for example, imagine like when Chaos Legion is cycled out of of the meta, right? I cycled out of modern format. If I go up against someone in wild, and let's say like Rebellion and the new set that come out in 2 years are like really, really powerful, and I'm just like, you know what? Dr. Blight has won me so many games. I'm still gonna go with Dr. Blight. But now there's like a anti-Dr. Blight meta in there somehow. Well, then I get screwed because I have this kind of affinity for and this emotional attachment to playing Dr. Blight. In the same way that I'm sure many people who were in during alpha and beta have that affinity towards like really powerful alpha and beta cards that can now be beat by a lot of the newer cards. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's my basic breakdown. For me, modern is easier. I think modern is easier to understand. And I like the meta better in modern, but I do think that until we get maybe Rift Watchers in the mix, so you have like 4 sets or 2 main sets and 2 smaller sets, I think that it's not that it's stale. It's just it's very predictable. Actually, here's a better way to look at it. Okay. And this is more of a long-term view. I think the meta in modern is going to get significantly better when Rebellion comes out. And the reason I say that is because right now Chaos Legion is 10x the amount that Untamed was. And granted, I know we haven't opened all the packs, but if you look at modern, it's very much dominated by Chaos Legion cards and the best Chaos Legion cards. And the thing is, most people have them. So again, this comes back to the bronze problem, where it's just like everybody has the same cards. So it comes down to what is the best lineup, or what is, do you have the RNG on your side when it comes to this? Whereas when we get Rebellion, now I think that Rebellion will be at least as big, if not bigger, than Chaos Legion. And here's the thing: if it's bigger than Chaos Legion, I don't think it's going to be 10x Chaos Legion, right? I don't think they're going to do 150 million packs. That would be insane. So then Modern is going to consist of 2 sets that are kind of equally weighted in the amount of cards that are in those sets. You know what I'm talking about? And so when we have that, then it'll be a better mix, because right now, when you're playing in Modern, most of the time you're going up against other people who are playing Chaos Legion, and the only time that you're going up against people who are like OP compared to you is when you're going up against people who have OP Untamed cards, right? So whether that's the OP Untamed Summoners or some of those Untamed monsters that are leveled up and powered up with crazy abilities at the higher levels. So again, I'm not saying that I don't like Modern. I love Modern. I'm just saying that this is kind of why the meta can be a little bit more difficult to navigate in Modern. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that makes sense. I still love playing in Modern, and I just play in Wild for fun now, and it's great. And if I run into Silver Shield Assassin, I can just be like, bye Felicia, and then like hop back into Modern. I couldn't do that before. That's why it was so frustrating. But now I can. So Wild is just for fun for me, but Modern ultimately I think is where I'm going to spend most of my time. I just think that the meta is going to get tremendously better once we have Rift Watchers, and then once we cycle Untamed out and have Rebellion in the mix. All right, so Clevin's saying I play Modern so I don't have to rent for power. Beautiful. I think that's an important thing to do. Virus, what's going on, Virus? Modern is fairly easy with Chaos Legion until you get to Champ. Then it's all Kitty, Yoda, and Llama. See, and that's what I'm talking about, right? The what's that called? The people who own those cards, right? And there's like, if you look at it, there's only less than 2,000 people that own each of those legendary summoners. And I'm sure they don't have them all, but like look at this: 1,300 kitties in existence, 1,800, 1,700, 17, 17, 18. So there's less than 2,000 of each of these cards. And so right now at the highest, like these people are going to be the ones, the people who own these or rent these are going to be the ones that dominate at the highest levels of Modern, just because now you don't even have the older cards that can compete with them, right? The Valnamors, who else was there? The Valnamors, the Cryptmancers, Prince Renan, those are all out of existence. So, and again, these would only add another 500 to 1,000. But overall, it's the people who have the legendary summoners, and maybe some of like a leveled up like dice summoners as well, that are going to dominate modern format. So again, modern format's still fun, and I'm not trying to throw shade on modern format. I'm just saying why I think at some points the meta in Wild is a little bit easier. It's because you go up against a wider variety, and a lot of times, again, testament to how powerful Chaos Legion is versus the affinity and emotional attachment some people have to their wild cards. So it just offers maybe more opportunities for people who are better with strategy in the game to come in and exploit the situation. And yes, I did use the word exploit there, but hopefully in a good way. All right, let me just set up my Rising Star to go for like an hour-long mission. All right. Hey Siri, remind me. Whoops. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, counting down.
This is how I play Rising Star. It's a very different game. It's a very different game than Splinterlands. It's just me and Siri talking to each other all day. Luthien's in the house. What's going on, Luthien? Oh no. Shoot. I'm gonna have a delivery that I need to go down and pick up. Why can't they just drop it at my door? All right. So Vilson, what's going on, Vilson? Are you playing Modern or Wild this season? I'm normally playing Modern, guys. Wild was just fun because I ended the season at a higher level, and so I was just trying to get some of my dailies done, and that is where it's at. Uh-oh, now I got someone texting me. The complexities of streaming live. You get to see into my life a little bit. All right, I asked on your most recent video, but you started streaming, so I'll ask here. All good, Matt Stratton. I'll try to get back to it on the video just for people who end up browsing the comments. If a giant is considered a 10, what would a behemoth be? Obviously, we have Oaken Behemoth for 12. So Chaos Dragon is the largest. Again, I don't know. I think Behemoth, he was just using the term kind of. I think he was just using the term like to talk about how big the monsters are. So let's see here. I was thinking of doing Modern this season. Okay, so to answer your question, I think that Behemoths would maybe be like 12 or above, or maybe we get more of those 14 mana monsters. Oh shoot, let's see. I was thinking of doing Modern this season. Modern should be good. I mean, Modern's fun, so I really enjoyed it. It's much more difficult, but the rewards are a little bit better in terms of like DEC if you still care about that kind of thing. But when SPS rewards start, that could be more significant. Being our biggest card yet, do you think they go even bigger, like 15 plus? Also looking through the cards, I don't believe I see a 13 anywhere. I wouldn't. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get some 15 mana cards with the Rift Watchers. Shoot, guys. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get this delivery person to come up to my floor, but I may need to run down, which is going to suck because I just started the live. Lastly, we only have 2 giants in neutral, and both are exactly 10 mana. I'd like to see some bigger neutrals. Yeah, I would say I wouldn't be surprised to see some 15 mana, mainly because it's very difficult to fill up the 99 mana games. And that's been commented and hinted at a couple times by the community and then responded to by the team. So I can see more giants being thrown in. Again, I think if we get even just giants of the same caliber of mana with Rift Watchers as we did with Dice, so anywhere in that like 10 to 12 mana range, then that would make it much easier, because even within the Modern format, you'd have the Dice, you'd have Untamed, and then you'd have Rift Watchers. All right, all right. I'm so sorry, guys. Can we take like a 5-minute break? I really apologize. My brother's being really nice, and so I love my brother. He sent me some surprise delivery today. I have no idea what it is, and apparently the delivery guy can't just drop it off. I have to go down and get it. So I will be back in 5 minutes. I'm gonna leave the live running just because I don't want to have to come back live. So if you got to take a potty break or something, and yes, I said potty break. My son's going through potty training right now, so we're talking a lot of potty. You'll talk behind my back? Amazing. I love it. All right, feel free to talk as much as you want behind my back. I will be um I'll be back in literally 5 minutes, hopefully less. I just have to run downstairs and grab whatever this thing is. So you can I don't know, I wish there was something I could let you guys watch um on this screen. Here, you know what? I'll throw in my most recent win. Let's do this one. Ooh, this is a good one. This one came down, not really to the wire, but I'm gonna do this, and I'm sorry for people who don't like it really slow, but just so to give me a little more time, we're gonna go super slow. All right, BRB. Sorry, guys. Let's go. I think we did it in under 5 minutes. Whew, it's a lot of running. I'm not ready yet. I just woke up, guys. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. Did the fight even play? Oh, it looks like it got frozen. All right, whatever. Shoot. Okay, so what did I miss here? So open it on stream. Oh, so it was a bunch of food, and I'm still trying to figure out why he sent it to me. Oh shoot! Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, I still have like. Okay, I'm back. I'm back for real. Sorry, I had to take a quick phone call. All right, let's catch up on everything. I appreciate your guys' patience so much. This is just tough timing, but my brother is amazing. I love him to death, and he sent me some really cool stuff for today. All right, Chaos is here. Stock Jockey's in the house. What's going on, Stock Jockey? Now you need to open the package on stream. All right, well, I just threw them all in the fridge. It was from, if you guys are familiar with H Mart, it's like the Asian grocery store. So he sent me some marinated short ribs, but it's raw, so I got to cook it myself. But it looks delicious. And then there were some, what else was there? Oh, mochi balls, or not mochi balls, but mochi. So mochi and some other desserts from H Mart. So, yep, I'm not going to eat them right now, but that's what I got. And so that's why it was time sensitive and I needed to go down and grab it. Ahmed's here. What's going on? All right. So, Absound really ain't that good looking in person. I always see him through Google Satellite. I mean, that's fair, but how are you looking at me through Google Satellite? Now this is slow, 1 frame per minute. Okay, hold on. Let's get away from this because that looked awful. Okay. For me, it's not moving. I wonder why. That's so weird. It's not. All right. Total freeze. Stop time. Sean's in the house. It's because the slow rule set. Tell our Sean I got to go to the train. We'll catch the next live. Wilson, appreciate you stopping by. All right. Guess what's the package contest? Really down to the All right. All right. So I think I answered most of the questions about what it was, right? Chris West is in the house. State of survival. What's going on? Maybe he has to drop another deuce. No, I dropped my deuce before the stream, so I was responsible in that way. But I did have to run downstairs and grab something. He forgot to take a picture with JP's in the house. He forgot to take a picture with the package. DEC pool has been refreshed. 100 DEC per match in Gold 1. Wow. Wait. I'm not getting 100 per match. No, never mind, because I'm not in Gold 1. What am I in right now? I'm in Gold 2. But I did get 66 on this win here. And 53 over here. Man, this game is going to be so different when it's gonna be so different once SPS Wars are. Oh shoot, guys! I think I have something fun we can do on here, maybe. So my Legionnaire, I got a gold for Legionnaire Alvar, which I think just sold. I was throwing it on the market, and I kept playing with whatever I think the bots that are on the market, and I kept going lower and lower, and everybody was just beating each other by 1 cent. And then finally, I was like, you know what? I don't want this thing anymore, and I want to go buy something else with it. So I sold mine. I priced it at like $50, and it looks like it got scooped up. So I got all this DEC now, and I think I'm gonna go buy 100 packs. And then maybe if we're feeling like it, I can open the 100 packs. I'm getting close to 200 per match in diamond. Wait, is this modern or wild, Luthien? And Lap's the same for you. The good DEC pool is in modern. Okay, let's go test it out. Let's see what can we get with gold. Oh, gold 3. Yikes. Sure, why not? Let's go for it. Let's see if we can earn more in gold 3. But here's the thing. See, I wasn't even worried about DEC. I'm trying to get more R shares. And I felt like because I'm at a higher rating in Wild, that's why I was getting the better R shares there. Oh, man. No me gusta this rule set. Huh. I don't... What would they play? I think... See that they have Wraith too. So part of me feels like they could potentially go for Obsidian or Grandmaster or Wraith, which... Okay. We're gonna try something a little tricky here. So I'm going to assume, or I'm gonna guess that they're gonna do some type of magic spam, and they might be, and I need to hedge my bets because they might be prepared for me to do a magic spam. So I want a majority of my guys to be, well, no, we have a nice mix here, right? Okay, so if they do magic spam with the blast rule set, I think we got this. If they don't magic spam, well, that's where things could get interesting, but we'll figure it out. I only have one magic attacker, so we'll see. All right, so Luthion's playing in Modern. Jabi, ooh, I don't know what you're talking about there. Back opening, nice. Oh, yeah, we could potentially do that. And I have vouchers. I haven't said this publicly or made a video just because I don't want to make a video for everything. That feels a little tacky, but I've actually stopped selling vouchers. No, that's a lie. I sell vouchers that I get from my node, but I've stopped selling vouchers I get from staking SPS. Now, before I was selling those vouchers to buy SPS, then I was still selling them, but instead of buying SPS, I started buying cards, and now I'm just not selling them. And I don't know why. For a short period of time, I was putting them into the pool with swap.hive, but I think I'm starting to feel the FOMO of Rift Watchers around the corner. And I realized that I don't want to wait the entire time. Sorry, that's not the right word to say. I don't want to want to be caught with my pants down and voucher prices like go to the moon. So I don't know yet if I want to get like a ton of vouchers or a ton of packs for Rift Watchers. I mean, I think I do because FOMO, but it's also like if voucher prices jump up from what's 40, 50 cents right now into the maybe couple of dollars range, then maybe I just sell the vouchers. I don't know. We'll see. Double reflect with amplify. Oh, see, so they did something real nice here. Now, what I'm hoping is that I can get all these mofos to kill themselves. The problem is Grund. Oh, it's a level 2 Grund with no trample. Love it. Okay, that could make things better for me. So let's see how this rolls. Oh, let's make it fast again. Kablamo. Boom. 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 Ouch. Ouchie. That's not good. Okay, we got that. Okay, take that. Take that. Ouch. And take that and take that. Boom. She gone. And then we got one more. Take that and take that. Clutch. Clutch. Well done, team. Well done, team. All right, coming for the big kill. Let's go. I think we got this. Oh, is Uriel even going to get in on some action here? Oh, no, he's not. All right, let's see. How did we do in Modern? So our shares are less than 10K. Not a fan of that, but I am getting 44 DEC. So at this point, for me, Wild is still better. So that's why I've been playing Wild. Now, if you see my battles in Modern last night, well, I kept losing. So, oh no, this is the Modern tournament. Where's Modern ranked? Modern ranked. Here's modern ranked. I guess it's just this one from 17 hours ago where I faced off against a kitty. I faced off against a kitty and I was like, nope, we're done. I'm just going to be fighting kitties at the beginning. All right, so getting 41 in gold, but all three accounts at 75%. Is there maintenance today? Yes, I believe there is going to be maintenance today. Let's check the Discord. There's some notifications on Discord from tech support. Today's maintenance will begin in about 15 minutes. That was 4 minutes ago. Please plan on the game being offline from 11. Man, why do I always expect the maintenance to be in like 40 minutes? I guess whatever. That's fine. But the expected thing from maintenance today is they're going to have the liquidity pool stuff claimable. Now, I've put some stuff into liquidity pools, but here's the thing. I don't understand the liquidity pools, and we have not gotten a good answer on this yet for the liquidity pools that are not on Hive Engine. So I'm speaking specifically about the Ethereum and Binance chains, where I have liquidity on Binance, for example, and I don't know if I'm supposed to stake it into the SPS BNB pool or if I just hold the SPS BNB LP tokens. Now, someone in Discord said that I'm not supposed to stake it on PancakeSwap. I'm just supposed to hold it. But if I'm just holding it, I don't understand how it's doing anything. So if anybody knows how to get the rewards from there, it kind of annoys me that we don't have an answer on this. And I guess I should and can use my ability to talk to someone from within the team. So maybe I'll try to do that if they don't post something about it soon, or if they don't post something about it today. But there is supposed to be a maintenance for that today where you can go into the SPS page and then claim some stuff. So we shall see. The latest announcement was specifically about that. Wait, where's the announcement? I mean, I'm looking in the tech support updates thing where Homestead just posted about 5 minutes ago. Yay, double reflect. How many vouchers you get from nodes? Right now I'm getting like 6.6. Yeah, I can share exactly with you how much I'm getting. We haven't talked about nodes in a while. Here you go, 6.498. But see, I sell these every day. So these are the ones that I sell. Whereas I hold, or I'm holding ones that I get from SPS staking. And the reason for that is because I used cash that I think I'm getting too honest with you guys now. I mean, not that I'm like trying to hide anything, but just too TMI. Like I used cash that I was setting aside as like savings, right? Basically, it's like I wanted to have a cash position, and I do have a cash position, but I looked at the nodes and I'm just like, okay, I don't think the nodes are going to go down like 80% in value. If anything, they're going to stay somewhat stable and over time appreciate in value. So I took some of that cash that is part of my cash position and bought a node with the intention that I just want to have the node, and everything that the node gives me is going to go back to replenishing that cash position, right? So this is part of like the bigger portfolio plan that I have outside of this game. So that's why I'm selling those vouchers every day until I essentially recoup my cost. Now, this is why I don't get into the ROI talk, because a lot of people at the beginning were just like, oh my gosh, you can make your money back in X amount of time if you buy a node, and then voucher prices plummeted. And SPS has actually done decent recently, and we're going to get SPS rewards soon. But for me, it's not about like, I don't have a date on which I'm planning to recoup it, or if I don't recoup it by X time, then I won't have, I'll be like disappointed. For me, it's just like, okay, well, the value of that cash, which was roughly, I think when I got the node with the amount of vouchers I had, it was like 17 or 1800. Like the value of that cash is still there. It's just being held in node form. And so I'm taking the excess from the node and putting it back into cash. And if I ever need that cash, hopefully I don't, but if I ever need that cash, then I can always sell the node for roughly what I paid for it, is the way that I think about it. All right. Too much information for you guys. Nobody cares about what I'm talking about. Will of D's in the house. Sweet. Battle Reflection. Yes, it was. Morning. Gathering the Magic. End of season was pretty good. Oh, there was an official announcement thing? Oh, you're right. 923. I totally missed that. So Yamamat said we are planning to release liquidity provider information page on Splinterland's website as part of today's release. This will allow everyone to easily see the details of the available liquidity pools on various third-party platforms that offer SPS and DEC rewards in-game and will allow players who participate in those pools to claim their rewards. Please note that for Ethereum and BSC pools, the LP tokens received from providing liquidity must be held in your wallet. LP tokens that have been staked in other platforms like SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, Cub DeFi, or anything else will not be eligible for rewards. Good to know. All right. Thankfully, they did that. So I was complaining about something that they had already announced. So thank you guys for alerting me to that, because for some reason I did not see the official announcements thing for me was already marked as red. So I would have totally missed that. So thank you, Virus. Thank you, DJ Bagman. Now I have a problem because for the past week, I have staked them. I have staked them, and so both on Cub DeFi for the DEC one and on PancakeSwap for the SPSB one. So I need to unstake those to start getting some rewards. But I've been getting the SPSB rewards paid on cake. So, but that's only like 20%. I think the APRs right now for liquidity pools are way higher. All right. Hey, does Darkest Night have his own YouTube channel? No, he does not. And I keep telling him to go start his own YouTube channel. Stop coming on mine, Darkest. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, sorry for people who might not catch the sarcasm there. I love Darkest Night. I love chatting with him. He's actually become a great friend, and we literally talk outside of we talk outside of the game and outside of like YouTube, just about we have a lot of shared interests. I'll just put it that way. So we literally just chat about a bunch of things on the phone all the time that have nothing to do with Splinterlands. But I've told him that he should start his own channel, but for him, I don't think he's not about that content creator life. He just loves talking about the game and having a place to come on here. So I've encouraged him. I've told him that he should. I've told him that he would definitely have people who want to listen to what he has to say, but he has not done so yet. So if you can convince him, well, then you're a better man than I am. I want to make sure to get a node before the next tranche. Let's see, where are we at with the nodes? So, 19. Oh, we sold almost 100 since the last time I checked. Okay, so here's the thing. Once we sell out of this tranche, I would say that voucher rewards go down significantly. I think 20,000. Oh yeah, 20,000 divided by 5,000 sold once we get to the end of this tranche means that everybody gets 4. So right now I'm getting 6.6 vouchers, but as we get to the end of this tranche, that'll cut down to 4. Definitely the node pays for itself. You care, Willow D? Oh, thanks. All right, well, sure. I'll just tell you all of my investing escapades. I don't get it right a lot, so I'm just letting you know that ahead of time. But I do try to think of how to preserve value in a bear market, and how to here's my biggest lesson learned from the last bull market. Take profits. I did take some, I didn't take enough. And especially when it came to Splinterlands, my problem is that I was not thinking rationally at the end of last year, because there was just so much hype. So now in the bear market, even though it hurts, even though I know I'm probably in the long run hurting myself, I am very much setting the habit for taking profits regularly from this game. And if I can do that in the bear market, then I hope that habit will stay with me as I go, or as we hopefully go into the next bull market, or maybe just a bull run for Splinterlands and Splinterlands assets. All right, how long do you think Rift Watchers will last until it's sold out? Also, just curious, when Untamed finished, how long did it take for Untamed packs on Hive to go up? I was not around when the Untamed stuff happened, State of Survival, so I'm not the best person to to discuss that. For Rift Watchers speculation, sure, I'll give you my thoughts. I think Rift Watcher is going to sell out way faster than Chaos Legion. Again, it depends on how good the cards in there are, but I would imagine that if the summoners are going to be epic, they're probably going to be worthwhile to have. Because they'll be the only epic summoners as part of modern format. And I know it seems like a lot considering that we haven't sold through whatever, but I don't think that 3 million packs is a lot. You know what I mean? The fact that we can sell through like 100 million pack or 100,000 packs in a day whenever we approach like the end of the airdrop milestone. Excuse me. Now, I don't think it's going to sell out like overnight. And I think the team is going to try to, at least I hope that they'll try to take some lessons from the previous Chaos Legion sale with vouchers. I have no idea what they're going to do, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see multiple vouchers required for the initial or the pre-sale. And then I don't know how they meter it out with vouchers. But here's the thing, $5 packs are already a lot. And then if you're going to add voucher prices on top of that, right, right now that's like $5.50 for a pack. So it is significantly more expensive. And if voucher prices shoot up to $1 plus, I mean, all of a sudden now you're paying $6+ for a pack. Now, is that enough to deter people from buying in? I don't know. That's $18 million right there. Or we'll just say $18 to $20 million, depending on if, vouchers are $1 to $2. So I think I think demand will be very high for Rift Watchers. Again, I'm pulling this out of my butt right now. I think demand will be very high for Rift Watchers, but I think the team is going to do what they can so that the whales don't come in and scoop it, right? Because that's what they wanted to do with Chaos Legion. And then I think the lessons of just how many bots and how many bot farms there were, or bot accounts there were, was learned as soon as they opened up the Chaos Legion sale. And it's just like, well, the demand that they thought was going to be there wasn't, and we just absolutely slowed down. Whereas on a smaller set like this, I think they're going to take that same precaution where they go in and buy in on, not buy in, but they go in and like meter out the first part of the sale and then see how it's looking. Now, I hope we don't get this like, we had that weird phase 2 sale, which I don't think it was interesting, but a lot of people checked out because they knew the general sale was going to begin. So I don't know if maybe they go the route this time of saying like you need one voucher or a partial voucher the entire time. But the thing is, like, the moment they announce that there's going to be this open sale, it's going to be deja vu. We're going to be exactly back to where we were in December of last year, where people were talking about, oh, the whales are coming in, and all these guilds are going to try and buy it out. They're going to do the white hat service, right? Or not white hat, white glove service. So I don't think they want to deal with that again. Not even from like. I think they just don't want to deal with that drama in the community. At least if I was in their position, I wouldn't want to either. So I think, and I'm hoping that since it's only 3 million packs, they're just going to lay this out from the beginning and meter it out as best as they can. Now, that would mean that they're not going to change things up, or they're going to try not to change things up like mid-sale. But, stuff happens. So maybe they do. Brandon's in the house. What's going on, Brandon? It's always good to see you here. What do you think of what do you think the big announcement coming next week might be? What tokens would benefit most? I'm thinking vouchers, then SPS, then DEC. I'll be honest, I have no idea. Okay, I have a little idea, but I probably can't say anything. And I'm not trying to be coy with you guys. I don't think I literally can say anything. But I'll tell you right now that I'm not certain at all. I will say this though, and this is not in relation to the big announcement next week, but I think big announcements that could come in the future. And it's why I've become an SPS bull again, while I was an SPS bear for a while. But I mean, Matt keeps talking about all these other projects that they are, or not Matt, but Matt and Aggie are both talking about how there are so many different, there's so many different like partnerships and collaborations that they have that they can't really speak to yet, and that they're still working on. And not just the tower defense game, right? But I think he's mentioned on the town hall, like sports, casino, and then we all know about Warner Music. So Matt, on his most recent, it wasn't town hall, but at the end of the airdrop, literally once again said, So I think this is second or third time saying that it is going to be one of the benefits is going to be potential airdrops for SPS stakers, SPS holders, and SPS stakers. So I'm very much still in accumulation mode, and it's the one token that I'm not selling. I sell DEC regularly, I sell vouchers regularly, but SPS now I'm hanging on to just because I don't know when those announcements will come. Could it be next week? I that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Could it be? Maybe. But I honestly have no clue. I just know that they're working on things, and I have heard rumors here and there, but I genuinely don't know. So there's that. But if you're looking at those three specific tokens, I am the biggest bull on SPS. Now, the thing is, vouchers aren't a real token, right? Like, I don't know who it was, but in Mav chat, somebody was just like, yeah, vouchers are like the shitcoin of Splinterlands. And I laughed at that because I'm just like, it's true. It's like, it has no real utility until the team like gives it some utility here and there. And then all of a sudden it's like pump and dump situation. So vouchers have the feature of being maybe the quickest flip sometimes if you are patient. But the reason I don't like holding vouchers is because they don't get me anything, right? In the short term, I like income producing tokens. So DEC was that during the airdrop, and SPS is that for just the long run. Income producing assets, I should say. And so vouchers were just kind of like there, and they get utility like every couple of months. And then there's this massive spike. And if you want to, here's the thing. I think it's funny because it's like one of the most surefire flips you can make, where if you buy when voucher sentiment is low, so maybe even like right now you could consider that, or especially a couple weeks ago when vouchers were at like 30 something cents, like if you want to scoop them up at that price and then they pump whenever the next announcement is, and we know there are going to be announcements, right? We know there are going to be announcements. It's just you got to be patient, and that this stuff could take several months. Then yeah, I mean, vouchers are the easiest and quickest flip in my opinion, but I'm more of a long-term guy, so I like to just stack SPS. All right, DJ Bagman, fingers crossed, good news about mobile or non-card market. Okay, my theory, if it's a major announcement, I don't think it's going to be anything roadmap related. Because if it was roadmap related and if it was like a feature, I think they'd be talking about it coming in. So I think this is something that's not on anybody's radar, or if it's on our radar, it's like very much on the purview, which is why I'm thinking about like these other potential collaborations that they have, right? And I'm not saying that it's going to be one of those collaborations, but think of like the Ali Straza thing last week, right? Nobody saw that coming. We know that Chatter's been working hard. And so with, that Ali Straza thing, I think it's a big deal, right? Because I think it could be the first of many. And yeah, so I don't know, maybe they have like another big potential partnership. So we didn't know anything about that. We just knew that Chatter was working with guilds. We knew that Chatter was doing ads, but then we wanted influencer marketing, and I think that delivered, right? So it was like, that's what I'm saying, like it's in our purview. We knew that everybody was saying, oh, we want more people in the space, for people in the Hearthstone MTG space, like that's the audience we should be going after. And then they delivered. Chatter delivered. So kudos to him. Icy Flows in the house. What's going on? Yeah, I'm curious on that big announcement also. When Lambo, I mean LP rewards. Well, is the game down now? It should be, right? Yeah. All right, let's see if today's going to be a good day. Come on. Take it. All right, we're winning. Come on. You can do it. You can. All right. It's going to be a great day. We won against the maintenance bot. So hopefully once that comes back up, we can dig into it a little bit further. Pack purchase opening during maintenance. Well, I can't do anything during maintenance, I think. Yeah, everything's just down. What I can and should do is take my LP out of Pancake Swap and Cub DeFi. But I won't do that on this computer because I have everything set up on my main. I thought your lesson is don't buy too much O'Shaughnessy's. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Well, okay, that's a funny joke, Will of D, but the true lesson behind that, and I tell this to people, the lesson that I learned is that individual cards are deflationary assets, right? So there's only going to be X amount of O'Shaughnessy's, but cards as an asset class are very inflationary. I mean, we're about to get 15 million more cards with Rift Watchers, and then who knows how much we get with Rebellion. So I am not, I mean, I still do it, but I'm much less gung-ho and bullish about it and like reckless abandon. I'm not an investor of like cards as like income producing assets for like rentals that I used to be before. And as Gathering Magic here, I think I've learned to take my profits because I bought close to 50 O'Shaughnessy's when they were like $50 each, and I should have sold some of them at least when we hit $65 last year, and at least covered my cost, right? But I got so enamored with the, oh my gosh, they're earning me 20 DEC a day, and DEC was worth way more back in December. So that was the lesson that I learned there of like, okay, well, sure, I don't mind being a card lord, but I'm not going to like throw a bunch of capital into like specific cards, because not only are cards an inflationary asset class, but the meta greatly affects the market value. And I don't like that, right? Because it's like, it's completely out of my control. And so, once that meta changed and Ulrich was no longer there, people didn't need O'Shaughnessy anymore. And it made sense. So, I'm buying cards that I think have value, but also in the future, a lot of it is like rewards cards right now that I would probably flip if they were ever to do, significant X's in the future. Oops. All right. So, whoa, excuse me. Sorry. All right. Regarding the nodes, if we sell 10,000 nodes tomorrow, we're all screwed. We'd be getting a couple of vouchers and a bit of SPS. Where does the value for nodes go in the long run? I think is what you're asking. Well, nodes aren't live yet. And here's the thing, this is what makes me a Bitcoin maxi in my heart. I always say that jokingly, but I also mean it. But I think about how much the monetary policies for the tokens within the game have changed. So specifically, DEC has changed twice while I've been here, and vouchers have changed. Vouchers have changed a bunch of times, but the most recent one where they added vouchers for node rewards is something that I'm not a fan of. And even all this talk about SPS potentially, like somebody asked Agrid about like, SPS inflation in the future. And it's just like, sure, the DAO can decide, but there's whales that are going to control the DAO. And I don't think anybody should be under the illusion that this is going to be a fully decentralized game. So here's the thing. I'm not trying to throw shade on what the team is trying to do. I think what they're trying to do is actually awesome. And for the first time, we're going to potentially see something like this. And I hope that it succeeds. So I'm cheering the team on. But it's not that the game is going to be decentralized. It's going to be that the game has the potential to be decentralized. So enough people would need to come in and buy SPS so that the voting rights and voting mechanics of this would actually come down to the merit of the idea rather than a couple of whales at the top kind of really deciding the future, right? Because for the short to midterm, I doubt that anybody would have more SPS than Agrid and Matt and some of the top team members, right? So they're probably going to still continue being the major decision makers. But what we could potentially see, and I think this would be good, right? So again, I'm trying to say this in a very positive way because I do feel it's positive. What I do think is going to happen is if you start to see who's voting for what, and we start to see the community, all the little minnows that have their 100 SPS or 1,000 SPS, whatever it is, start to vote in certain ways and in certain, what's that called? Like blocks together for ideas. I think that's going to be great because it's going to show community sentiment and not just people complaining on Discord and on Twitter and on Reddit. It's going to be people who actually have invested in the game, right? So not just people who are like running their mouth. And sorry, I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't. I'm just saying like people who are just endlessly complaining. It's going to be people who are, hey, I've invested in this game. I have a voice. and I'm using that voice to dissent from whatever the major thing is, or to say that I think this is important. So once we get enough people that start to eat up that 10,000 SPS, and maybe it's just like, instead of like a bunch of people holding 10,000, maybe we have like 10,000 people holding 1,000 SPS, and all those people start to vote in blocks together, because my hope, and the idealist or optimist in me says that the best ideas will always win. Well, then this could really be one of the best community-driven projects in the space, where if the community has some great ideas, and I think just one of the benefits of running a channel like this is the fact that I get to see how smart all of you guys are, and I hear all these amazing ideas coming in from the community. So if those ideas can actually be communicated effectively and put into the DAO proposal, and everybody can see it, understand it, agree with it, then the best ideas, I think, win. And this is one of the things that I'm excited about here, right? Again, this channel was a happy accident for me, but I love it now because of the connection that I have with you guys in the community. But what I'm hoping that it can be in the future is a potential platform for some of the best ideas. First, as a discussion mechanism where we can all get together and have constructive criticism and discussion in the comments and around these ideas. And then it's just like, okay, well, if the idea is great and we have like community support here, like, oh, well, now it's not just an idea. There's a proposal for it that we can get the team to act upon. So everybody go and vote with your SPS, right? So that's my hope of where these go in the long run. Now, state of survival, that did not answer a single part of your question, but I do think that nodes in the long run will provide some value. So I went on this long roundabout way. I think that the fact that they are able to adjust monetary policy for DEC and vouchers means that they'll probably adjust things in the future, or maybe add another token, or add another airdrop, or add something that will give incentives for node holders in the future. So I don't know what that looks like yet, but right now what they have seems to be enough for people to continue buying. Okay. We were too new to Splinterlands though. I feel had we been some of the OGs, it would have been easier to take profits. Oh, agreed. I don't doubt that many OGs were taking profits at that time. I even remember Dwayne Cunningham, right? Infidel 1258, I think are his numbers. He made that video post about how he was selling like half of his land, right? When land was like $500 or something. And again, this is not throwing shade on Dwayne by any means. I am appreciative of the fact that he was very transparent about that. And I think that he was actually very smart, because this is what I've been saying about land. He bought land at $20 a pop. And when your land goes from $20 a pop to 100 or $500 a pop, I don't know what that's like 25x, right? That he was able to get. So he saw that and was just like, well, I've already made a 25x here. The smart thing to do is to sell part of this and look at what the other undervalued assets are, and then go and buy those, right? So I thought that was a very savvy move from him as somebody that was an OG. Whereas a lot of us saw maybe like, oh, maybe we bought a couple cards here and there and they did like X's at the time, or maybe we bought them at the height and it was just like, oh, these things are going to go higher. But we didn't realize that the value of those would be much lower. So this goes back to the question that people ask me all the time, right? Is like, is land worth it? And I can't tell you that, right? Land is currently going for anywhere between like 150 to 200. And what I'm trying to tell you is that somebody bought that land for $20. So it is already up anywhere from, 8 to 10x or 6 to 10x, whatever it is. And so if you're buying from someone, they potentially are selling a 7 to 10x gain on you. Now, you could say that maybe this goes up higher in the future, but I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. And the realistic part of me says that probably won't go up that high. I don't think you're going to make X's on land. You could, but I don't know. That's just me. Absalom, sorry about the other day. I got my PC charged. So whenever you're going to be, I can't, maybe I can do Fortnite I can't do it tomorrow. It was fun. It was fun to hop into Fortnite. I stream Fortnite on Twitch for those who are interested in more gaming content, but I'm trying to keep separate stuff. So I don't think I'm ever going to do, I think this channel is where we'll cover most of the PTE stuff. And then Twitch is where I'll be more of my degenerate Web 2 gaming. All right. David, also, you don't have to apologize. It's all good. I mean, you left Shadow and I hanging, but we did get the win. So that's the most important thing. Rift Watchers will take a few months to sell out. SPS is too low. This is from Gathering the Magic. SPS too low for people to spend 80 plus per pack. If you can spend 30 or less SPS per pack, it will sell out quickly. Maybe, but also I do think that there's outside capital that is looking to come into the game. So I agree with you that most of the time what ends up happening is people just shuffle value from inside the game. There's no actual value creation that's happening within Splinterlands. It's just people sell one asset that pumps for another asset, and it just kind of cycles around. But I do think there is significant outside capital, as we saw with like nodes, for example, that could be coming in. Epic Summoners get a bonus in bronze and gold as well. Level 3 rares and level 7 rares, respectively. D-Tough, yes, that is one of the best things about Epic Summoners. For people who don't know. How many pre-order packs was it to guarantee a Blight? 50. 50 packs, but there was 1 million in the pre-sale. So I don't know. I think that with where voucher prices are right now, it's going to have to be multiple vouchers in the pre-sale, and then that will meter out to be less and less over time. Because it's like to get 50 vouchers right now is not a big deal. And voucher inflation is a real thing ever since we got them from the nodes as well. The Epic Summoners will be expensive level at 46 per card. Agreed. I don't think people realize this, and I think this is why the summoners are going to be very or highly sought after and very scarce. It's because, and Matt said this before on one of the town halls or live streams, but epics are actually the most difficult cards to max out because they have technically the lowest drop rate since there's no potion for them, right? So you have, highest drop rate is commons, then rares, then epics, and golds. But golds have a potion multiplier, right? I think it's 2x or I don't know, whatever it is. But because of the fact that they have a potion, now you have to buy the potion, right? But because of the fact that they have a potion, golds tend to drop more than their expected rate. And so due to that, it actually makes epics the most difficult to max out at 46 BCX per card. Do we know how many Rift Watchers packs will be needed for each league level? We don't have that yet. I mean, I don't have that yet. I'm waiting for somebody smarter than me to do the math. So, because I don't even know. Well, we do know the breakdown of how many is going to be each. But let me just say this. I don't think you're going to like the answer. I think it's going to be significantly high. All right. Are they still in maintenance mode? Yes, looks like it. So, Lapsus, have you done calculations on how many cards? Oh, wait. Lapsus, hold up. Lapsus, I'm remembering this now. I want to give you your shout out here. And for anybody else might have run into this problem. So, Lapsus on the guild video was trying to Lapsus, it was you, right? Yeah, you're Lapsus. So Lapsus on the guild video where I was telling everybody to shamelessly plug your guilds if you're trying to recruit members, said that YouTube kept deleting his comments. So Lapsus, if you want to shout out your guild here or post it in the comments, it is the, I'll say it out right now. It is the, all right, I'm going to read this verbatim, what you sent me. Peak Monsters Legion recruiting for tier 3 brawls for the ones we are currently missing. So Frey 11, which is alpha beta promo rewards gold level, and Frey 16, which is gold foil of the same things. So they are currently recruiting if you're looking for a guild that needs, I guess, some alpha beta or gold foil ones. So you can go and see what those Freys are. But to comment on the YouTube deleting stuff, yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, I've been complaining about this since last year. Gosh, this channel is almost 1 year old. No, this channel is more than 1 year old because I started it when I was doing Fortnite stuff. But Splinterlands content here is almost 1 year old, which is kind of exciting. And so I don't know why, but like I recognize it because I will get an email for a comment, right? The comment notifications come to my email, and then I'll literally click on the email, go to the video, and the comment's not there. I don't know why it happens. I've complained to YouTube many times. So if you ever see that your comment is getting deleted, right, just know that it's not me. The only comments that I delete, and I don't even delete them, I just report them, are the ones that have those like shady links in them and are clearly spam. I'll report them just because I don't want people coming to the channel and having a bad experience clicking on something. But if even the ones that are negative to me or negative about the game, I will leave those up. So I try not to delete. I mean, I try not to delete anything if I can, but I definitely, the only ones that I will consciously delete are the ones that have those weird links in them. It was 50 here to from BCX of Blight. New announcement, guess, is a multi-week sponsored tournament. Oh shoot, I'm 20 minutes behind on the chat, so let's catch up here. You multi-week sponsored tournament. That's exciting. That could be exciting. That would be something that would get Weirdbeard, Chatter, and Aggro kind of excited, all in the same kind of thing. So DC and vouchers is a good play when they're under 50 cents. Lapsus, thanks. If it's the same Rift vouchers, just see how much, if it's worth to spend multiple vouchers to get one. Luthien, I have a feeling they'll be announcing a partnership. Red Bull, maybe? Tournaments with a sponsor? That could be cool. Ventura's not in the house? All right, well, Ventura's in the chat then. My gut feeling says that it would be less required. Luthien, do you have some inside information on this Red Bull partnership? I mean, I'm not a caffeine person, even though you see me drinking coffee on every stream, but I would totally rep some Red Bull. I need some partners on this channel. Not partners. I want some sponsors for this channel. Okay, real talk, because now that this thing has grown out to be something kind of cool, what are some worthwhile sponsors you think could be? What are some worthwhile sponsors that you'd want to see on this channel? Now, I'm very much on the Gary V model, right? Like all of my content's free. I don't hide anything behind a paywall and whatever the case is, right? And I don't fault anyone for it, but I like Gary V's approach. So for him, when it comes to sponsorships, he looks for ways to partner with companies where he can give free stuff to his community. So when I think about stuff like this, I'm just like, okay, well, I don't want to. There's not much value for me to do like a sponsored stream or a sponsored video and be like, hey guys, go check out this, whatever. I would rather take that value and pay it forward to you. So let's say it's like a keyboard or gaming keyboard or something. Red Dragon, hook it up. Come on. Let's say Red Dragon were to sponsor this channel. I would say don't pay me, but give me a bunch of free stuff to give out to my community. That's what I want to do. So if there's stuff that you want like that, then maybe in the future, now that Splinterlands seems to be hitting the big leagues to a certain extent, I would love to be able to have more free stuff to give to you, because that to me is what I feel like I could provide value to the channel. I didn't know there were closed purchases. Oh, what were you talking about, Matt Strat? They need to make Angry Scavos the maintenance screen. Oh yes. Wait, somebody needs to make the Angry Scavos game, please. All right, I have 1200 in SPS swap.hive. I'm excited to see what I have waiting. Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna have anything. That's gonna suck. So I'll need to. Oh, Level Up Life is in the house. So I guess I will start putting stuff into now that we have clarity. So thank you, Yabamat, for that. Level Up Life is in the house. How are you? How's the Filipino community? What is up? New Fire Summer will have Resurrection, +1 speed and splash. You don't think it's going to be a magic +1? Come on. He literally has Elemental Phoenix on his shoulder. Cards are volatile. Packs are more stable and long-term for price. I have learned that from MTG. Packs are the best long-term hold, in my opinion, even above SPS, which I love. Interesting. Okay. Flaviano. So gathering the magic real quick on that. I remember there was a time when people or packs were like $3 and people were like, oh, this is a good stable coin. And I didn't disagree with them, but I wonder what their opinions would be now, or their perspective would be now that packs have fallen like 33% in value from that $3 kind of stable place they were at. Can they fall further? Actually, packs might be way more stable now at like the $1.98 range or whatever they're at. Again, this is not financial advice, guys. I'm just saying that at this point in time, I don't see DEC just absolutely plummeting in value. Right? Like, and that's why like packs, the value of these packs in the secondary market are very much driven by where DEC is at, because DEC determines the price of packs from the main store. So we had the end of the airdrop already, and LP incentives are here. So over time, we would expect the price of DEC to go up unless Chaos Legion sells out and there's nothing to spend your DEC on below peg price, right? So I don't know. Could be interesting. There's so many fun ways to look at this. Flaviano's in the house. What's going on? Virus. Hopefully Ghost Splinterlands 5 doesn't have any bad intentions. Oh, I saw Aggro talking about that. How much do they own? Was it SPS? Yeah, I feel like land prices are currently being sold as epic legendary prices. I could see the common and rare plots being as low as $20 to $50. Ooh, look at that. My timer just went off, which means it's time for me to update me to put in another mission for for what's this game called? Rising Star. I'll put a 5-minute timer on now because I did a 5-minute mission. I agree with you, Matt Strat. Land is currently going for what? Where are plots here? 166. Yeah, I wouldn't be. I mean, $20 is a little low, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it anywhere in that range, $20 to $50. Rowan's in the house. What's going on, Rowan? Rowan, you left our guild. You abandoned us. I'm so sad. But I'm just kidding. I hope whatever guild you're at now is treating you well. Let me know how your new guild experience is. Hopefully you're doing some fun stuff there. Do you think these epic summoners will be the only epics in the set for dice summoners? I do think that will be. Actually, wait. We know that already, right? From Matt, because we know how many there's going to be of each. From Yaba P. Matt. Let's see if I can find. Yes, so there's only going to be 6 epic cards. I would assume, and you all know what happens when we assume, though. But I would assume that those would all be summoners, 1 for each. I think it would be cool if they added an original owner metric to rewards. Like if you open the card from a pack, you get a slight reward and went, oh man, people will be buying packs hand over fist then. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's possible with the blockchain, right? That'd be kind of cool, actually. What I'm more excited about is something that Hardpoint had said a while back. And shoot, I'm trying to remember where I heard him say this. Okay, never mind. I won't get into this just yet. Quick math for Rift Watchers looks like 10.5 million, 3 million rares, 1.2 epics, and 300,000 legendaries. Okay, how many packs does that equal out to then, based on the drop rates? I'm sure Neil's gonna have a spreadsheet for us soon. Could make cards more scarce with people wanting to keep their original cards. I agree. Okay, sorry, I don't mean to be like hiding stuff from you guys. But I just remember there being a discussion about each individual NFT having a history to show like how many wins it's had, which I think could be really cool, because then it's just like, okay, there's 2 O'Shaughnesses and technically they're the same card, but if maybe you want to have the one that has like the highest win rate, which all of a sudden it's like, well, now this O'Shaughnessy is valued higher than this O'Shaughnessy, right? So I don't know, stuff like that I think could be really cool. And I do remember Hardpoint mentioning something like that as like a place that they'd want to get to in the long-term future. Also make pack sales bigger. What? Oh yeah, they would make pack sales way bigger. So if there's 6 epics, that would be 200k of epic summoners. So about 4,300 max level epic summoners. Yeah, that's not very many. 750,000 of each common if there are 14 commons, so only 1875 max commons. I may be loading up on commons. That might not be a bad idea. Someone let the name Red Bull slip one time in one of the town halls. Not sure if it was unintentional. I think it was Chatter. Uh-oh, Chatter. I do want to chat with Chatter. I know Team Phoenix Rising hasn't been here in I don't know how long, and was throwing shade at Chatter for so long. But I think Chatter's doing a great job, and I think the Ali Straza thing is exciting because I think the Ali Straza thing is probably just the tip of the iceberg. This isn't a Waka situation. I think that this is something that could actually lead to way more cool stuff. Sponsorship ideas, Warner Music Group. Okay, cool. Say Red Dragon. What? Easy sponsorship call out. Okay. Excited for my LP rewards. I'm gonna get some for the SPS DEC that I'm in, but I'm excited to see how it looks and how easy it is. Magic Reflect and flying for new Fire Summoner. I still think that the summoner might get Reflection Shield. Mainly because I think they need to balance Jotun on the fire side. For fire v fire things. How do you like the new battle focus rule sets instead of just based on Splinter? I love it because now I don't care. I actually don't even know what focus I have right now. I just go in and I play games, and to me that's the most fun. So that was one of the best updates I think the team has done, because it's really just a bonus now, and it doesn't penalize you for not playing to what the game wants you to play. So I'm doing another mission here on Rising Star. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
Oh, girl, you're the best. All right, it's definitely +1 magic, resurrect, and flying. That's so much. +1 magic, resurrect, and flying. Oh gosh, no, that Jabi, no. FI, the massive jump in APR for LP shown on Peak Monsters is correct. Excluded wallets from LP rewards was confirmed. Those APRs will be visible on SL after the update. Thank you, Brandon, for letting us know. Let's go and see on Peak Monsters where these are at. 700% on Wrapped ETH. Let's go. Whoa, that's insanity. Well, again, people are just going to unstake, so it's not the biggest deal. I mean, this stuff is going to come right back down. For example, I have SPS BNB that's currently staked on PancakeSwap, so I'm going to remove that. You know what? I don't know why I keep talking about it. I'm going to do it right now. Sorry, I know I'm doing this on another screen, but if you guys want... Let's see, what do I have in here? I don't have much. And I've earned 71 cents in cake. So let's go ahead and unstake this. Confirm. I'll pay the BNB transaction fee, gas fee. Cool. Now I'm starting to earn an SPS, which is great. I'm so excited. So excited. All right, Wibble's in the house. Hey guys, town hall summary from the 25th July says there are 12 comments, 13, and 1 promo for Rift Watchers. And I think Yabamat mentioned it in the town hall, not town hall, but in map chat as well. Wait, did my transaction fail? Nope, it didn't. So how do I see liquidity? I'm just curious. So for people here, are you guys on any of these other chains, or are people here mostly just within either just Splinterlands or like the Hive ecosystem? Because I think if you look at the rewards here on these other chains, I mean, these are pretty sweet, I would say, pretty sweet APRs. So obviously BNB and Wrapped ETH, those are super high right now. But this is actually one that I'm kind of excited about. See, like the DEC BUSD. So I have some in here too, and I should take that out because it's currently staked. But when you think about DEC as a pegged value, or trying to stay at that pegged value, and BUSD as a pegged value as well, I mean, this is like earning 48% on stable coins. That's kind of nice. Just got to say. Actually, I'm going to unstake the Cub Finance one now too. So let's see. What have I earned on this? I don't think I've earned anything. Staked only. I've earned 3.5 cents. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother claiming that. It's going to cost me more. It's going to cost me more in gas fees to claim it. All right, let's go back to the chat here. I think they should make an alley card. Okay, Luthien, I agree with you, but I think she needs to be way more committed to the game first. I think if she comes in and she becomes one of, like, you know, somebody who starts streaming regularly, then definitely make her a card. It'd be nice to see all the previous owners of a card, like an Oshanis from Aftersound or Matt. Oh, that would be fun. I mean, that the amount of trading involved that happens is going to the amount of trading that happens is going to mean that there's just so much data, so much data that would need to be saved on the blockchain or on servers, wherever it ends up being. But that would be really cool to see who's owned the card. Fire Summoner equals +1 health, stun, and retaliate. All right, we're gonna do another giveaway. Not now. I'll make a separate video for it. But where we're gonna do a pack giveaway for the person who gets closest to the summoner stats, because I think we're gonna get that next week actually, and only based on the fact that again, no inside info, but they have said in the past that they like to reveal the stats when we hit the 50 or the 50% mark, like 500,000 packs. And I think we're almost there. Like we're like 460,000 or something. So I think if we hit 500,000 packs by next week, or even the week after, then you know. Oh no! I hope I don't have internet issues again. I need a longer Ethernet wire is what I need. Land prices will also not tank. All right, guys. If I get kicked off because of internet, I will be right back. And I'm sorry, there's no Darkest Night here to help out. All right. His red eyes make me think Enrage, which is my guess before, and even more now. Hey Siri, talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. All right, Yabamat said it was 13 comments. All right, where is... Oh, no, oh, whoa. I have my phone right here just to have the comments up so I can see them when I'm not on the screen. And Siri literally heard me say, hey Siri, talk dirty to me. And was trying to come up with a response. So I canceled it before Siri could say anything too embarrassing. Can't let them know our history, Siri. My worry is that SPS... Oh, sorry, Yvonne, I totally skipped your thing here. Where is the wrapped ETH pool located at? So that's the thing. It doesn't matter. They said Sushi Swap on one of the things, which is why I'm like, it sounds like they want us to stake on Pancake Swap and Sushi Swap. But now, according to Yabamat, they don't want. So you just need to hold the LP tokens, but you don't actually stake them anywhere. So if you're on Ethereum, you can use something like Sushi Swap or Uniswap, but you would buy the wrapped ETH token as well as the SPS token on those chains, and then submit liquidity for them. All right, so discussing Splinterlands, my worry... Hold on 1 second, guys. My worry... Shoot. Okay, there we go. My worry is that SPS will outperform all these other coins. That's the only reason. Why is it a worry that I have it staked in the game? I mean, I think SPS is going to do great. Oh, okay, yes. I agree with you. I think leaps and bounds SPS is going to do better. So that's the impermanent loss side of things. Where is SPS wrapped ETH LP? Again, you don't need to go to a specific place. You just need to swap for wrapped ETH and SPS. Wibble, if there were only 6 legendaries, that would mean that 5 of those would be airdropped. No, I think they said there's going to be an additional 6 legendaries airdropped as well. I agree with Harris. I used to play this game called Temtem that was basically like Pokemon, but you could see the original tamer of a Temtem. People collect OTs. Interesting. Yep, Wrapped Teeth Pool is on the Ethereum main chain. Game is back. Ooh, back to grinding. Nice. Wrapped Teeth is SushiSwap ETH main chain. Yes, but I think you can also use Uniswap for Wrapped Teeth, right? Those spam ads have finally influenced Aftersound. Poor Oh, man. I'm glad we don't get them anymore. SL is live. Pools are visible under the dashboard. Rewards are live and have paid out for the last 7 days. Okay, let's go see. Let's go see how we are doing. I wonder if I've gotten anything. Now, I'm curious, is this like a daily thing or is it constantly accruing? So would they be here? Because you can see I don't have any. That's sad. Wait, I should have had some. I should have had some from the SPS DEC pool. How come I don't have any? Oh, pools. Thank you guys. Woo! Look at that, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's break this down, shall we? Oh, they have the APRs here too. Man, I would have been so sad without you guys. What would I say? What would I do? I would have been staring at the wrong screen for days. All right. So how about BNB SPS? Does the game automatically detect your wallet? You have to connect your wallet to the game. Game's up. Saw the pool. Got 0.3 SPS. Okay. So where did I get the bulk of this? So the SPS DEC pool for the past week has given me 31 SPS. I've gotten 416 DEC. Oh, I love this. I love it so much. Look at this. There's just so much information here. Now, again, my question is, are these things constantly accruing? Or is there a snapshot taken every day? Does anybody know? Because if it's similar to like SPS staking, like that is constantly accruing. Okay, hold on. Who is more? Okay, so learn more. See, here's what they were saying on PancakeSwap, SushiSwap. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just claim what we can right now. Can anybody claim theirs? Oh, I love it. So these rearranged based on where the value is at. Okay, cool. So I just claimed a bunch. Now, I guess I can answer my own question if in a couple of minutes here we start to see some rewards accruing. I would love it if it accrued constantly. I hate the daily snapshot thing. I just want it. I want it now. Right now. Oh, it even shows my shares here. Okie dokes. Well, all right, let me get back to the chat here. Fire Summoner equals speed, dodge, and backfire. Well, that could be interesting. Holy crap, I have 36 SPS and 400 DEC. Top left pools, top right, no worries. Upper right. All right. Thank you guys for letting me know. The Town Hall summary says the 6 summoners will be airdropped, not the legendaries. Wait, what? The Town Hall says that? It did not say that. Yeah, I don't think the epics are going to be. I don't think the epic summoners are going to be airdropped. Right side beside licenses. Is that claim in real time? Banner at the top. That one makes you pull your SPS out of the game. Why? Oh, to put it into the pools. Well, there are definitely some opportunities here. I'm getting more SPS on the pool compared to my daily airdrop. I'm a happy man. That's awesome. JV Valenciano. So it doesn't look like this is accruing in real time, unfortunately. So I wonder, is this going to be like a daily snapshot at 11 a.m. or at least my time, 11 a.m.? Okay. Now, the thing is, I should be accumulating some for SPS BNB since I just took some out, and then I should be getting some now for DEC and BUSD. But see, this is why I'm saying, like, I want that instant feedback because I want to know if I'm doing the right thing, right? So I pulled it out, and I'm just holding on to that liquidity now on PancakeSwap, for example. And so I'd want to see this in real time rather than once a day. But I think to do it in real time is probably going to take up a ton of processing resources from the team. And I'd highly doubt they want to do that. All right, let me go back to here and catch up on the comments. So Kevin and JV, I think you guys are both new here, or at least first time chatting. So welcome to the stream. I think the airdropped is 5 epic summoners legendary going to be. Okay, I swear I saw Yabamat saying that it was going to be. No, okay, 726 in Mav chat. So no, sorry, in the town hall Discord on 726, Yabamat says 13 commons, 12 rares, 6 epics, and 7 legendaries plus 5 legendary airdrops. So that should hopefully clear it up for us. Do you have an Elgato Stream Deck? Nice hardware for streaming. I do have an Elgato. How did you know? Did you hack my system? Wait, I'm not using the Elgato right now, but I do have an Elgato that I stream whenever I'm streaming off of my main computer. Actually, whenever you see the videos, that's using the Elgato. Or if you see me streaming on Twitch, that's the Elgato. But here I just stream on my laptop. Did you read the notification on Discord announcements regarding eligibility on pools? No, I didn't, William. What did I miss? Level Up Life. You have a feeling it's once a day? Yeah, me too. Laps is asking, why are we always liking tournaments in the game? Weirdbeard promised when he started that there would always be tournaments 2 weeks listed in advance. You know, speaking of which, and he hasn't responded to me yet, but I got a random message at midnight last night or 11 p.m. last night from Weirdbeard on Discord. And it was in response because in April, I think Weirdbeard said Weirdbeard was like, you know, if you want to chat with me and talk through things, he was like trying to make himself available to the community. So I reached out like way back in April 19th. And so like 3.5 months later, he responded to me and said, I'm available to chat tomorrow. So I was like, all right, well, I'm flexible. Just let me know. So I haven't heard back from him yet. But if there's something you want me to ask Weirdbeard, if I do get a chance to chat with him today, then let me know what your questions for him are, and I'll try to pass those along. But we'll see. He might not get back to me for another couple months. I thought rewards would be staked. No, this is ranked battle rewards that will be staked. Murky is another new name. Or if I don't remember you, I'm sorry, guys. Alex Toro buying at 1,000 CP per dollar and selling what it gets around 600 seems to be the move. Oh, that's interesting. I don't ever look at it from that perspective, but I know a lot of people who do, and I know a lot of people who look at the DEC value, and play the trade on that. How do you send DEC swap.hive? What do you mean? I have some in my game account. Should I just send it to Hive and leave it there to get LP? Barrister Heads, I don't think I understand your question. If you can clarify, I'd be happy to walk you through it. I think I have Tribal Decks open here, right? Yes, I do. Now, the thing is, BNB or the Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum chains are different. Because, okay, this is what's different between the Hive engine pools or like diesel pools and the ones that are not on the Hive engine. So anything that's like Binance Smart Chain, BNB, or Wrapped ETH. So like these two here for SPS, and then DEC DAI, which is on Ethereum, and DEC BUSD, which is on. So these liquidity pools exist outside of the Hive blockchain. And I guess it's a two-step process, which Hive converts into one. So when you add liquidity here, okay, let me take it back to the Hive. When you add liquidity, excuse me, when you add liquidity on Hive, sorry, let me drink some water. When you add liquidity on Hive, it does everything all at once. So you put the two tokens together to add liquidity, and then it immediately stakes it for you. Whereas when you do that on Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum, it takes two steps. You need to, one, add liquidity, but then two, stake it somewhere. And I didn't realize that that was a two-step process that had made any difference until recently, because what the team is saying is that when you combine the tokens to create or add liquidity on Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, they will pay you for that first step. They will give you rewards for that first step. But if you stake it on PancakeSwap or Cub or SushiSwap, wherever, then they will not give you the rewards, because you're going to be getting rewards from PancakeSwap or SushiSwap or whatever, right? So there's two steps there. So you can choose, if you add liquidity on those pools, whether you want to add liquidity to, whether you want to just hold the liquidity there and get rewards from the game, or if you want to stake it and get rewards from PancakeSwap or whatever. So, and I can show you guys here, if we go to the SPS one here. Oh, see, this is showing that I still have some stake, but I actually took it out. So this is currently paying 20%, right? Which is decent. It's not bad, but you're getting paid that LP reward in cake. Oh, see, it just updated because I'm not in there anymore. Oh, see, look, a bunch of people must have taken it out after we got that clarification, because this jumped from 19% to 20, almost 24%. So that makes sense. But if you look at where we are at right now, and let's refresh this, because I think a lot of people probably took their stuff out. BNB is at 250% right now. So it's like you'd be literally getting more than 10x the return for holding liquidity and not staking that liquidity, right? So I fully expect that to go down over time, but here we are. Okay, so hopefully that makes some sense for folks. Is anyone receiving their BNB LP rewards? Mine are missing. Well, I just unstaked mine, so I don't think I'm going to see it, but I would love to. I'd love this thing just accrued regularly. Close, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to get daily snapshots. Now, DEC or SPS BNB, yep, this is showing 250%. Interesting. Man, this makes me want to go and mess around the Ethereum chain for a bit. I do have some Ethereum that's just kind of sitting, but then the gas fees to wrap my Ethereum and the gas fees to pay for SPS, then the gas fees to, I'd have to be earning it. I'd have to be earning a ton for me. I'd have to add a ton of liquidity to cover those gas fees. But that's where the opportunity is, right? Most people don't want to deal with Ethereum, so we'll see. What's up, Wrif Summoner? Okay. Luthien, can you explain the liquidity pools to me like I'm 5? Oh man, I mean, I'm only 4 years old when it comes to crypto, so I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. What is the difference between the DEC SPS and SPS DEC pools? There should be no difference. It looks like Tails just answered that for you. Okay, so SPS DEC pool on Hive is the only one that gets you both rewards, so you can double dip here. So if you remember, and I don't have the post up now, but maybe I can find it. This pays out rewards. So all the other ones will pay out in only either SPS or DEC, whereas the SPS DEC rewards will pay out in both. So when you're claiming your rewards, and let's see, can I find it here? I think, is this the one? Yeah. So when you're claiming your rewards, you can see here. So the SPS DEC pool on Hive pays out 750,000 SPS per month, as well as 10 million DEC per month. So when you go to your little claim button here, one accrues in DEC and one accrues in SPS, and you can claim each of those individually. Now, what is kind of concerning here, just from a logic perspective, is the fact that these are not the same. This is literally the same pool, so I know it's not off by that much. I mean, it's off by 10,000, but still, these should always be identical, the amount of liquidity that's in there. So I don't know if the snapshot was just taken at different times, but this is slightly concerning for me. Because I believe that we should always have high data integrity. So content idea from William. We are getting so many potions. Will SPL ever sell more from the store? How about making minor potions that could be combined in major potions? That could be interesting. Now, the thing is, I don't think potions are, and somebody can correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I don't think potions are actually a revenue generating thing for the company. I think it's a burning mechanism for DEC. I could be wrong. Maybe the company does make money off potions, but I always thought that it's a DEC burning. So it's not like with them giving out a bunch of potions, it's not hurting their bottom line, which to me is important, right? We want the company to be profitable or at least sustainable, especially in a bear market. Same pool, Luthien, one paid in SPS. All right, so beat you to it. No difference, same pool. Everybody's answering you. So if I put DEC and SPS into pool, I will get both rewards. Correct. Correctamundo. You should pull all your assets from different investments, then invest it all into Splinterlands. Oh, NFA, not financial advice, but Wrif Summoner is sharing what their game plan is. All right, so here's the thing, Luthien, right? So, and I don't think I answered your liquidity pools like I'm 5. I'm going to do my best. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so a liquidity pool is probably one of the biggest, I would say, innovations that's happened in crypto over the past couple of years. And essentially what it does is it's like an automated market maker, AMM. So right now, if you were to go to, like, let's say you're dealing in stocks, for example, or actually, no, let's say you go to Coinbase or Gemini or Binance, whatever. When you go there, the company has a pool, right, that they've bought of, what's that called? Of, let's just say Bitcoin, or let's just say SPS. So they have a pool of SPS that you can go in and buy. And then there will also be a pool of like USD or USDT. So you could go in and buy it, and based on how much they have, that could raise the price of the token or lower the price of the token. It's just how the exchange works. But how do you do that? How do you do that if there's no centralized exchange, right? And this is where the beauty of DeFi really shines. Because what's happened with something like Coinbase whenever there's market volatility? Coinbase shuts down trades. Robinhood shuts down trades. We don't like that, right? Because I think if you remember the GameStop moment from a year and a half ago, people realized the game is rigged, right? Because it's just like when the big whales were losing money. What was the thing. It's just like when the big whales make money off of retail, then nobody says anything about it. But when the big whales are losing in the game, right? And we saw that very clearly in GameStop, they throw the game board, right? And they essentially stop trading so that they stop losing money, and people didn't like that. So with automated market makers, now you have something that will continue to run and is fully decentralized, and there's nobody that's turning it on or off. Sure, there's a team that's like running the project, but when you put money into a liquidity pool, it is all from decentralized, potentially anonymous folks who are adding the liquidity, and it's not a separate company that's adding the liquidity, if that makes sense. It's not a third-party company, centralized institution that's doing it. It's you can go in and provide liquidity, and then a portion of the trades or fees will be paid out to you. And sometimes some of these projects that want to incentivize liquidity, so in this case, Splinterlands, they will pay you extra or additional rewards for that. So what you do is you go in and you can provide liquidity on any of these pairs. And I think SPS DEC is probably the easiest one. And what you do is you have to provide an equal amount in dollar terms, right? So in value of SPS and of DEC. And you see that whenever you go to tribal decks, right? So if you want to like add liquidity, you need to add an equivalent amount of whatever pool it is you choose, right? So if we do like SPS DEC. So when you do that, what ends up happening is you get a share of the pool, right? So you get what's called like LP tokens. So right here, you can see, I guess this is my biggest one, that I have 1,348 shares in this pool. That equates to 0.019%. So what that means is that I have those shares. Now, this is where the whole impermanent loss comes in. Because let's say somebody buys SPS, right? Or not just somebody, but people buy enough SPS that it raises the value of SPS, because what it's doing is it's going into this large pool of liquidity that you and many other people have provided. It goes into this large pool and it says, hey, somebody wants to swap, BUSD for SPS, or actually no, somebody wants to swap DEC for SPS. So what that's doing is it's paying this external person more DEC, it's paying out of the pool SPS, and coming into the pool is DEC. So now let's say this is a huge whale transaction. So what it does is it creates, let's say they do 2x. So let's say they buy half of the SPS that's in the pool, and they double the amount of DEC. So now this pool has 2x DEC and half SPS. But what it's going to do, right, because from a value perspective, when you look at the price then from DEC to SPS terms, that's raised the price of SPS because there's less SPS available, and it's lowered the price of DEC because somebody has sold out of DEC and put more of it into the pool. So you have 2x DEC and 1/2 SPS, sorry, if this makes any sense. So what the pool does then for you is it says, well, you have X amount of shares in this pool. Let's say you are the entire pool. Okay. Let's say you are the entire pool, and let's say you had put in, X amount of DEC and Y amount of SPS. Well, now your DEC, let's say you put in 1,000 DEC and you put in 100 SPS. I don't know if that's 1,000 DEC and 10 SPS. I think that's roughly where the equivalent is right now. One DEC is roughly 1 SPS is roughly 1 DEC. So let's say you put in 100 DEC originally and 10 SPS. Well, now someone came in and they bought 5 SPS and they paid you 10 DEC for it. Does that make sense? Or no, they paid, sorry. Oh, my math is wrong here, but hopefully you're still following along. They bought 5 SPS, so they paid you 500 DEC. Sorry, so it's not 2x. So they paid you the 500 DEC and they bought 5 SPS. So now you have 1,500 DEC and 5 SPS. Now, if you were to withdraw that liquidity, you would look at that and say, well, now I have more DEC than I have SPS, right? But my share in the pool is still the same. Let's say there's only 1 share in this pool. So if you wanted to pull out at that point, it could be a good thing or a bad thing, but now you have less SPS and more DEC. So maybe sometimes you could use impermanent loss to your advantage if you want to have more of a certain token. But if you get more of a certain token, it's because the value of that token went down relative to the other token, if that makes sense. So this is why impermanent loss, I think, is something that is not talked about enough and should be understood by the community, because if you're putting in liquidity, and this is what makes me very wary of a lot of these, and I forgot who just mentioned it, but why they keep their liquidity just in SPS staking. But if SPS goes to the moon, right, and BNB doesn't, actually, a better example here is DEC is supposed to be stable, right? It's supposed to be stable at 0.001, whereas SPS, we do expect this to increase in value over time. So what does that mean? Well, if we follow the price charts and DEC stays stable while SPS is going up in value, then over time you will end up with more DEC and less SPS in your share, right? Because as the price of SPS goes up, that means that less SPS is available in the pool because people have been buying SPS and more DEC is in the pool. So your share overall becomes it contains less SPS and more DEC. And that's what impermanent loss is, because it's permanent loss. It only becomes permanent if you decide to pull out. But if you think that the prices will normalize and go back to where they were, then, that could happen. But I think in the long term, we do expect the price of SPS to go up while we expect the price of DEC to be stable. So all of these, I mean, there's significant risk right now. It's, the reward shows there because it's like you can put in a ton and get these crazy juicy APRs. But if SPS moves to the upside, for example, well, you could end up with way less SPS than what you started with. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. That was very long-winded and kind of meandering, but hopefully that made sense for you. And I'm sorry for the people who have been in the chat. Let me go ahead and catch up here. So when a DEC and SPS love each other, we need to do a video like that. I got a bump on the pool. Maybe it gains it every 30 minutes. Oh. Let me refresh. Come on. Show me that good stuff. Why am I? Oh, you're right. Look at that. Maybe it's every 30 minutes. Maybe for 15 minutes. I don't know. We're already collecting. Okay, now I'm just a happy camper right now. This is great. I'm just gonna be watching this all day and trying to figure out where to go in liquidity. Now, Luthien, the last part that I'll say about this is so look at this SPS DEC, for example. There is almost $1 million worth of liquidity in here, right? SPS DEC compared to a lot of the other ones. Why? Because and that's why the APR is so low. But the reason for that is because it has some of the highest rewards, right? So if you look at what has the lowest liquidity, this one only has 161,000 in SPS wrapped ETH, and that leads to a higher APR because at the end of the day, it's just like the higher the liquidity, the more the rewards have to be shared between accounts. Whereas the lower the liquidity, the higher the rewards are. So, I don't know. This could be something worthwhile. In fact, I kind of want to see how much it would be. I'm not going to do this now because it'll distract me from the wonderful conversation we're having here. But a pairing with a strong positive correlation lessens the risk of impermanent loss. Something like Voucher Hive is not a stake and forget pool. Agreed. And this is okay. So this is why this pool is so dangerous to me, and why I've added some value to it, but I'm not going to continue adding. But the thing is, here's what happens. Hive is going to do its own thing. Sometimes Hive might pump like you saw, but we do expect vouchers to pump every so often. And when vouchers pump is arguably when they are at their most worthwhile to you from a utility standpoint, right? Because if vouchers are pumping, it's because there is some type of thing in the game that you want to have, but or maybe you want to sell the vouchers because the price is going up. The thing is, as the voucher price goes up, your share of vouchers, meaning the amount of vouchers that you have in the pool, goes down if Hive does not go up with it. And I don't think we've ever seen a situation where vouchers pump and Hive pumps the same amount, right? If vouchers go up like 2x, it's not like Hive is doing a 2x at the same time. So all of a sudden, you're reducing the amount of vouchers that you have available to you when they are most needed. So I think this is going to be a very time sensitive play, and you need to it all just depends on what you want out of it, right? Like if you don't care about vouchers and you're all about the liquidity, go for it, right? Because what is it? Hive and vouchers, it's only 112%. Dang, this is crazy. A lot of these came down significantly. I want to get in on the 700% though, because I have Ethereum just kind of sitting around, and I wouldn't mind holding some SPS on the Ethereum chain. We'll see. All right, let me catch up on the chat. William, a liquidity pool is like a brick and mortar money exchange. Go in with pesos, come out with dollars. Interesting metaphor. Is there any way to buy packs with part crypto and part credits? I don't think so. I can't find anything. No, I think you need to go all in one or the other. You can use crypto to buy more credits, though. Liquidity providers take the place of brick and mortar store. The incentive rewards offset the risk of impermanent loss. And sometimes they do, but yeah, the 5-year-old is now confused. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could explain it better. That's the best that I can do. Maybe in a different context. My plan for LP rewards, regardless of APR, are towards voucher high pool. We don't have much use for vouchers on a daily basis. Putting vouchers in LP while waiting for Wrif vouchers is a win-win. Okay, well, I just talked about the risks there, so just be aware. Swap the high voucher so risky. I guess that's why the APR is high. Wait, hold on. Am I getting the BNB one now? Oh yes, I'm getting BNB. Wait, and I should be getting DEC BUSD. See, this is one I think I'm going to go real heavy on. Yeah, we're gonna go heavy on this one. 47% is sweet, and I expect this to be much more stable. Or in the long run, I actually expect DEC to increase about 50%. So if DEC increases 50% in value, then that would increase the amount of DEC that I have overall as we get closer. Sure, I would lose impermanent loss on BUSD, but I would expect that stability to be there over time. Plus the rewards at 47% aren't bad. All right, here's the APR is more dependent upon how much liquidity. Correct. Dexter. For BNB SPS, just holding the pair will grant me rewards. Correct. I don't have to stake them in PancakeSwap. Correct. I actually just unstaked mine because for the past week I had them staked in PancakeSwap and I didn't earn anything. But I just unstaked them about 30 minutes ago, and you can see now that there are rewards accruing there. So great explanation about the liquidity pools. Oh, I'm glad it was helpful for someone. I'm super bullish on SPS, and I just worry it might end up with less SPS if I use liquidity pools. Correct. So this is just something, again, everything with crypto is timing and understanding the nature of these, right? So you could make a ton of money, right? Just the way that people made a ton of money with DEC. It's just like if you understand the protocol and understand the risks and adjust your risks accordingly and jump in and out at the right time, that's the key, then you could make a ton of money. But I would argue I'm not smart enough to be managing that. So a lot of the times I'm more of a set it and forget it kind of person. So I want to be in stuff that could be volatile, but isn't going to like destroy me in the long term. Like I want more SPS in the long term. Right, so I kind of have to manage that risk appropriately. Morning, Cameron. What's going on? I'm only 4 minutes behind on chat, so we're not doing too bad. Luthien, this stuff kind of makes my head spin, and I got burned by a permanent loss before because I didn't understand it. Thanks for explaining. Okay, no worries. I hope it was helpful. Again, you just have to look at the two tokens that are in there. And while SPS DEC looks appealing because it is, the APRs are pretty good, you just have to be ready for where you expect those tokens to go in the long run. Now, SPS, here's the funny thing, right? SPS is at 6 cents right now and DEC is at whatever. Like, let's say there's a massive market move and DEC doesn't move much, but SPS drops back down to like 4.5 cents. Well, now all of a sudden, you will have more SPS than DEC, or at least more SPS than you started off with. So what do you do at that point in time? Maybe you use that impermanent loss to your advantage, pull out your liquidity since you have more SPS now, and then go stake that SPS. I don't know, right? Like there's ways that you can play it or spin it that it could actually, impermanent loss could be in your favor. All right, William, this is correct. That's why I plan to remove them upon announcement of release date. Luthien, there's some impermanent loss calculators online. Plug in some numbers and you can see. Yes, this is a good way to learn. You just gotta get your hands dirty with it, Luthien. But if you have any specific questions, I'm always happy to try and explain to the best of my ability, which is limited. I will let you know. Have you considered expanding your content to different genres, such as parody? What? Oh, parody's nuts. Hey, we were trying to get a D's Nuts sponsorship on Twitch, but didn't get it. Okay, so if I have wrapped ETH, do I have to have SPS in my MetaMask wallet? I'm confused how this works. Yes. So not only do you have to have wrapped ETH, but you need to let's go to Sushi Swap here. Gecko. And also, guys, just as a general rule of thumb, if you're gonna go to like any crypto site, I would recommend, unless you have it bookmarked from going there previously, I would always recommend going through CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, because you never know what kind of like sophisticated scam somebody could put in, where you click on the top result when you type it in Google or in some search engine, and it's a fake version of the site. You go and you connect your wallet, and then your wallet gets drained. So I always, whenever I'm going to like one of these sites or exchanges or whatever, I will always go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, and then I will go to the website here and click it through there, because at least I know that these guys, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, have done their due diligence. So that's why I took the long way around rather than just Googling it or typing it in. Can I enter the app? I don't think it's going to let me see here. Wait, this is annoying. I wish it could just be ETH instead of wrapped ETH. I don't like the fact that I have to convert my ETH to wrapped ETH. But see, this is where you go into the DEX, right, or decentralized exchange, and you could trade. So if you have Ethereum, for example, you could trade that for wrapped ETH, and that's how you get your wrapped ETH. And then you could also trade your Ethereum, for SPS. And let's see if SPS is here. Another thing that I would do, sure, I could go in and click this, but safer way to do it is to get the contract address from one of these sites as well, because I've definitely gotten scammed in the past by using contract addresses that were not official, and then my money just was lost. So if you come to something like CoinGecko, you go to here and you find the contract address, and so this is annoying. Why don't they have the... They don't have the Ethereum one here. Bitcoin market cap. Gotta love this music. No. Okay, so CoinMarketCap has the Ethereum contract address here. So I could copy that address. I go into here, and then let's say this was on like USDT or something. Then I could, instead of searching for it, I could just paste the address, because somebody could make a fake version of SPS, right? Now, hopefully that doesn't happen, but if I post the contract address that's listed on one of those sites, then at least I know I'm safe. And so you would buy an equal amount of SPS and an equal amount of wrapped ETH, and then you'd have to go and add liquidity. And at this point, it'll show how much like wrapped ETH and how much thing, and then you would add the liquidity. Now, what you wouldn't do is go into the farm, and it's not going to show the farms because I'm not logged in. I really don't want to connect the wallet right now, guys. But it won't show you that. But all you would have to do is add liquidity. You don't stake it anywhere. You just add that liquidity. Harry, Larry, McNary, Paradise Nuts. And yes, there's a brand of nuts called Deets. It's called Deets Nuts, and I would love to get a sponsorship from them, because then we could have a lot of fun. Positive correlation. Will they move together closely? If not, I'd be very cautious joining the pool. Why was Florian's listing SPS at 0.066 last night when TribalDex listed him at 0.1? Why was TribalDex at 0.1? Join if the APR is high, sure, but watch it closely. Yep. I mean, this is not, I don't view liquidity pools as passive unless you are invested in two tokens that you think will be highly correlated over time. On Hive Engine, it shows SPS at 0.1. Oh, that's weird. Why is Hive Engine showing that? Did somebody just buy a ton of SPS? I'm still showing SPS at 0.068, guys, so I'm not sure what you're seeing there. Luthien, it only cost you $2 in gas? All right, let's go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it after the stream because I don't want to connect my wallet here. I already have it connected on my main computer. After made a great point, SPS DC. Get out when the DC gets close to peg because SPS has no peg. Again, not financial advice, but just something to be aware of. Did you see SPS got listed on Huobi or whatever? I did. I made a video about it yesterday. Why don't you just go on Hive and swap SPS or something for wrapped ETH? I don't think that counts. You need to have this on the Ethereum chain. So if you do wrapped ETH or swap that ETH on Hive, that doesn't count. Don't remember what token was. What? How do I take advantage of that? Go to market. How much liquidity is in the wrapped ETH one? Now I'm curious. Now I want to get in on this because I think the problem is I want to hold Ethereum and I don't want to have to sell out of Ethereum. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So currently let me just refresh this. You'll have to buy the SPS. So you have to use some Ethereum and just buy SPS on SushiSwap probably. So there's 167,000. So what's that? If you put, am I doing my math right? If you put 1,600 in liquidity, then you get 1% of the rewards, which is kind of insanity. YouTube deleted your comment. It should. I have no idea how to get SPS in my ETH wallet. Thanks for the info. Need more info on how to invest in LP. I feel like I'm missing lots to earn from SL with LP. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is advanced stuff, and like I said, guys, I mean, I'm trying to explain it to the best of my ability. So hopefully, this is valuable for you guys. But oh, why is somebody tagging me in Splinterlands? Okay, sorry, that was random. Oh, it's only 0.11 when trading Hive on DEX. YouTube deleted your comment. I'm sorry, that's not me. It's on YouTube. I'm going for SPS Hive Pool. I mean, those are somewhat correlated. So, how much is the SPS Hive Pool paying out right now? 174%. Yeah, there's some sweet returns on here. I think I need to get over on Ethereum. I usually don't like dealing with Ethereum, but now I am really curious about it. All right. What was I looking at? All right, but I kind of don't want to do this while I'm streaming with you guys, so I'll just wait. All right, so Amayo saying there is still some sort of risk searching the contract on third-party sites like CoinGecko. A long time ago, I remember there was a scam token listed. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Amayo. For me, I just feel like if I get it randomly somewhere, or if I just type it in, there's a risk there, but at least there's like a reduced risk if you go through one of these third-party sites, because they have to at least try to vet it at least somewhat. And I would say that their vetting services or vetting procedures are probably better than mine. Now, I think what Splinterlands should do, and I don't even know if they have this anywhere, but like they should be posting the contract address for SPS somewhere. Like it should be available on the website itself. Because then you can just go here for SPS and DEC, and you don't have to go to a third-party site. If you're getting it directly from the company, then there shouldn't be a scam there, right? Right? Just saying. All right, this DEC USD BUSD pool is paying out nicely. Oh my gosh! All right, I think I'm gonna spend literally the rest of my day playing with these liquidity pools, because there is a lot. I feel like a lot of opportunity here. Again, not financial advice, but these APRs are juicy right now, and it could be interesting. I think as over time, I mean, they're supposed to be juicy right now, right? Usually if you get in early, that's the best time. And over time, things normalize out and the rewards get eaten up as more and more people or more and more capital comes through. Oh, we've been live for over 2 hours already, guys. I have so much fun with you. This went way faster than I was expecting. All right, I just want to see how much liquidity I could theoretically provide if I wanted to. But I feel like it's going to be too much exposure. Actually, this is a battle. Too much exposure to SPS. Oh no. You know what? I think I'm actually going to wait until there's another red day. I want the market to bleed a little bit, and then I'm going to buy in. Because it's been too bullish for me last couple. Actually, you know what? Bitcoin's down. Oh, Bitcoin jumped back up to 23. Oh, I'm glad I bought some when it jumped down to 22. Yay. Interesting. Okay. I'm just talking to myself now. I agree they should have a contract address listed on their site. Yes, I'm going to put this suggestion in to whoever I can to do this ASAP. How do you get to that screen? Alex, you just go to your SPS thing, and then it's one of the tabs up here under pools. Hassan had a great video showing how to calculate your LP rewards based on staked percentages. Oh, thanks, William. I'm glad it was helpful. Just do it and show us for content. What LP are you eyeing? I mean, I'm planning to put some into the wrapped ETH pool here because 700% is kind of insane. Here's the thing. I've seen crazy high, stupid APRs in other games, other projects, but with tokens that like I don't know as much about. But if I'm holding, again, it's not Ethereum, unfortunately, but at least a wrapped version of Ethereum and SPS, two tokens that I do believe in long term, I feel much more confident with them. And I'm also following the news very closely with what's happening with SPS and I guess Ethereum to a certain extent. It's hard to find specific after some video though. He sorry, I didn't. I hope that's not a problem. I'm just obsessed. Oh, Max Power's in the house. What's going on, Max Power? How are you guys doing? How's Archmage doing? Is everybody okay? I heard there was like a power outage due to some storm on the Archmage thing. So I hope everyone's okay and nobody got tornadoed away. All right. So what are the risks here? Okay, so you're asking me what pools I'm eyeing, Ron? I'll put your comment up. All right, so I really like the stablecoin ones. So DEC BUSD as well as DEC DAI. This is the Ethereum version. The risk in here lies with the volatility of DEC. So the thing is, as DEC grows in value, that would reduce the amount of DEC overall that you would have. Wait, am I thinking about this right? Hold on. See, I even get confused. So let's say as DEC grows in value, I would have less DEC in the pool, but I'd have more BUSD. Oh my God. Actually, guys, this is... I'm going heavy on this one. DEC BUSD, because to me there's the risk is little. Now there's still risk, don't get me wrong, but I think that this is an absolute no-brainer compared to the rest. Shoot, I'm gonna put some in there right now. All right, so yeah, seems like things are okay. Pretty severe outage. Was this outage near you, Max, or was it just wherever the servers are held? Oh, another Max Maka. Is there any site with your music from Splinterlands? Not yet. But gosh, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. But there is some discussion to actually officially release some of the music from Splinterlands. It's not just mine, but a lot of the music that's on there. I've been pushing for this since I got in. Not for my music, but there's really, really talented people that are creating some awesome music within Splinterlands, and I just think that Splinterlands should have a footprint in places like footprint in places like Spotify and Apple Music and where people stream their music. So hopefully that will be coming soon. I don't know when, but I've been pushing for it, and it sounds like maybe the wheels are starting to turn. Be careful. There are other SPS tokens on PCS. Yes. So make sure you're using the contract address, guys. I would highly recommend CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. And I don't even know who I can message, but I feel like I should message someone on the team and just say, like, you need to add the contract addresses ASAP. Found out the issue with the BNB pool. You have to replace all capital letters in your linked wallet with lowercase letters. Huh. Okay. Did not know that. At least I'm earning some here now, which feels great, actually. You know who I feel like? You guys ever, like Scrooge McDuck, like the guy who just like swims in all of his gold? I feel like that's me. I feel like that's me literally refreshing the liquidity pools page here. Yes, go up more. Yeah. So there's that. All right. Is the BUSD DEC pool the Pancake Swap one, or is it Tribal? It is on Pancake Swap. Or really, this is the confusing thing, because Pancake Swap has nothing to do with it. It's just on Binance Smart Chain. Now you can use Pancake Swap in order to be the DEX that or decentralized exchange where you go into these things, right? Where you swap for one token to another for both DEC and BUSD. But you don't have to use Pancake Swap. There's a bunch of other Binance Smart Chain swap options. Now, I don't know them off the top of my head, but just for context, Pancake Swap is just one that you can use. Let's see. Can we find DEXs? All right. Wow. I've been on for a long time with you guys because my Rising Star thing just went off again. So we've done 2 hours here together. 2 hours plus. All right. We're going to set a 5-minute timer for another 5-minute mission. So let's see here. So here are all of the different DEXs. I wish we could, you know what? Because this, I don't know which ones are only. Like most of these are going to be either a different chain or. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to cryptocurrencies. Let's go to categories. I'm just trying to find other options for you guys. BNB chain ecosystem. Here we go. And I guess they rebranded to BNB chain, not Binance Smart Chain. Okay, this is weird. Why would they have Polkadot and all these other things here? Okay, I will say that you probably shouldn't use any other exchange other than PancakeSwap, because I don't know how trustworthy the other ones are. I mean, sure, you can connect your wallet, get in and out, and then disconnect your wallet. But I've used. Wait, can you use SushiSwap? No, right? You can't choose a different chain on here. Although I wouldn't be surprised if we have multi-chain DEXs in the future. I remember using something like ApeSwap or something like that. But I'm not seeing it here, which makes me nervous. BuySwap, I guess. This must be one. All right. Yeah, I mean, I've never used any of these other ones. I'm just saying that they're there. So not that I can tell you what to do, not that you should listen to me, but I've used PancakeSwap and I've never had any issues with it. I actually really like the BNB chain and PancakeSwap. It's been good to me so far. When you click manage, it takes you there. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, awesome. By the way, or how do I get some BUSD? You have to go into the Binance Smart Chain. You have to have a Binance Smart Chain wallet. Let's see. If you go to manage liquidity, so see, this will take me to PancakeSwap. See, perfect. So when you're on PancakeSwap, you can show, and now you can see just how much I have of these. Oh, actually, all right, here. I'll share this with you because I have a ton of DEC that's sitting around doing nothing, as well as some BUSD. So I think I'm going to put this in now. So I could add liquidity for these two. So what you could do, you could go to trade, and you're going to need BNB, right? You're going to need BNB in your smart chain wallet in order to do transactions just like you do need for Ethereum. And then you can swap for whatever tokens you have, right? So, but if I wanted to add liquidity, so this shows you the current liquidity that I have. I'll just share it with you guys. You can see that I have so this shows the shares, right? 10.48 shares of SPS BNB. It's about 118 US dollars. And then DEC BUSD is about 162 bucks. That's my share there. But this is where it gets interesting. Now, all I'm doing is holding the liquidity here. What I could do is click on this, and well, I guess I could remove it, and then I would get my separate DEC and BUSD back, right? But this shows the breakdown of what that would be. So 83 BUSD, and this is actually, I think, sorry, I don't mean to be like nerding out on this, but here's a simple fact, right? So I put 150 bucks into this. Okay. I put $150 into this, which has grown now to 162. Why? Because DEC grew in value. So overall, the value of my liquidity went up. Now, I put in $75 of each, but what you can see here is that DEC went up a significant amount, that I own less DEC now, but my BUSD is worth it. I have 83 BUSD now, so I gained $8 out of it. So I gained 8 BUSD out of it, but also because of the value of DEC went up, I'm sitting at 162. So overall, I'm up 12 bucks from what I originally put in, right? So this is what I'm trying to say. If DEC goes down, well, then I get screwed, right? Because I get double whammy because the value of DEC goes down, as well as I would lose BUSD in the pool. But if it goes up, then I get a double win there. Now, here's the thing. There's still risk here, guys. So I want you to understand this. But over time, what do you expect to happen with these two tokens? This is what I'm talking about in permanent loss and how you need to think through. With DEC, in the long run, we do expect it to go back to its peg. With BUSD, we expect it to stay at its peg. So that seems, or at least, the logic there would make it seem that one token is going to go up in value, meaning that your liquidity should over time go up in value. Now, short-term volatility, definitely a risk, so something to consider. But yeah. Okay, so easy to figure out the tribal X pool, but the ones outside is kind of confusing. Agreed. A video on that would be nice. Okay, well, I'll see if I can do one. So glad you're doing the stream. Very helpful. I'm glad it's been helpful for you guys. I think you need to use PancakeSwap here because you need the proper contract address. Again, I've used ApeSwap. But I'm not trying to co-sign ApeSwap. I've used ApeSwap and JetSwap in the past. Again, I'm not co-signing either of those. But if you have a contract address, you could use it technically on any Binance Smart Chain eligible DEX, right? It's just that PancakeSwap is the biggest and most trusted one. So finally got some Wrap ETH and SPS into liquidity pool. I hate gas. I'm telling you, see, this is why people are staying away. But I'm thinking about getting in. How much did you pay in gas fees? I'm just curious. I just realized I had 26 SPS and 200 DEC claimable. Woohoo! Free money. Is SushiSwap kosher? It took me there from Wrapped ETH. Yes, SushiSwap is legitimate. I took all my DEC out of my pool at airdrop and used it to buy packs when it was half the peg. That's not a bad move. For DEC, I think you make a video tutorial separately. I made a pair already, but Solana's dashboard does not show. So Dexter, just give it a couple of minutes because it took, I don't know how often it updates, maybe 30 minutes or something, but it took some time for it to appear. All right, thanks for the info. Anytime, Butters. I feel like I'm in math class trying to understand word problems that are way over my head. I put $100 into SPS wrapped ETH pool. We shall see what happens. And I have to go make lunch for my hungry beasties. I'm hungry too, so I think I'm gonna hop off here and go make some lunch. But this is always fun chatting. Thanks for stopping by, Luthien. It's always a pleasure to chat. Quick reminder, guys, I will be live tonight on Splinterlands TV, 8 p.m. my time. So that is in roughly 8 hours from now, a little less than 8 hours. If you want to come say hi and support the stream over there, I would love to chat with you further. And we'll probably chat more about liquidity pools and stuff. Maybe I'll actually go into this because I'm sure everybody's kind of confused. So you just sold some DEC for BUSD, but if you stay only with DEC, you'll get more value, but you won't get any APR yield. True, but I'm also getting the rewards now, so you have to factor that in. It's probably like $20 in gas fees total after everything. Man, all right, well, yeah, the 700% should help. Someone is behind me. Who's behind me? If SPS leaves the station at 100 and Rapteeth leaves the station at 100, how long till Luthien Lambo? I don't know, but if I go back to Chicago, I'm expecting a ride in that Lambo, Luthien. Thanks for the info. See you tonight. You'll be there. Okay, awesome. Well, okay, we can chat more there. Sorry, it's just I'm getting hungry now, and it's just life. I need to get on with my day because I literally flicked this on as soon as I woke up. So, as usual, very awesome chatting with you guys. I don't know. There's nothing else to say. If you want to throw your IGNs into the chat, I'll send everybody a little DEC as a quick thank you. And yeah, it's not much. It's not going to change your life, but just as a token of appreciation for closing out the stream with me and hanging out. So just put the little @ symbol. It just makes it easier with all the comments that end up flying in. So that's all I got for you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Look out for more content coming soon when I get a chance to record it later. And if you want more tutorial type stuff on this, then I can go into it. Let me just do it myself first, so I make sure I'm not doing it live on stream with you guys and slowly and like mess anything up, right? Or share any sensitive information that I don't want to be shared. But that's all I got. Have an amazing rest of your day. Hope the new season is treating you well. And I will see you guys here back on Thursday, all right? Cheers. Boom. All right.